Okay, this is just a quick video because we've come up with a lovely confirmation of our chronology, which is the following. It says in Daniel 3 that you heat the furnace up for 7 times. And whilst you heat a furnace up, you can't actually use it. And that 7 times is 7 months, which runs from the end of the Great Tribulation, because the furnace, it's heated up 7 times more than it was seen to be heated up before. So the original furnace heating is the Great Tribulation, and then 7 months later you get the lava flood. The lava flood, being an execution of Adam, has to begin on Nisan 14, the day that Adam died, the day he was passed over, and the day he was sentenced to be executed. So the lava flood begins, which is the extinction level event that kills Adam but doesn't kill Abraham, those with faith. Not just Christians, but anybody with faith in God. That begins Nisan 14, 2019. Therefore, the Great Tribulation ends on El 14, 7 months earlier, 2018. And we know it begins on Ab 5, which is 3 months after the fire signs on ER 5, because Ab 5 is the first Pentecost after the completed Holy Spirit is married, which occurs on Thames 22. And fire signs have to occur at Pentecost, and the Great Tribulation is a nuclear war which has fire signs. Not only that, but the Luke 12:54 to 56 has a cloud rising in the west, or upon wests, and then a heat wave in the south, and a downpour after the cloud in the west. And there was this fantastic fulfillment of that in 2013 in this town named West in Texas, which had a fertilizer explosion at sunset in West, fulfilling exactly Luke 12:54, and that produced a mushroom cloud. And then 3 months later is the Zoe Pentecost Ab 5, when we were appointed as an Isaic church to baptize people non-Adamically into Isaac, which was the south wind blowing with this church, south wind being the Holy Spirit of the southern kingdom, which is the true church, rather than the northern kingdom of Israel, which was a false church under Rehoboam and afterwards. So we already have, as I've said before, 2013 ER5 was the rising cloud upon west, and then Ab 5 was the south wind blowing. I'm not quite sure what the heat wave was, but it's repeated again this year. 2018 ER5 is the fire signs, ER4-5, and then Ab 5 is the Great Tribulation. And it lasts 40 days, from Ab 5 to ER 14, which is 7 times of 7 months before the lava flood. 40 days is like a baptism, a wilderness or baptism by fire period. Then the mark of the beast comes in, 2018 L16, which is 616 day, the 16th day of the 6th month of 2018, sacred and new Zoe secular. But here's the point I've taken a long time to get to, sorry, which is that the 4th beast of Daniel has 10 horns. And in Revelation it says that the 10 kings, which are these 10 horns symbolised by them, they have one thought, and it says that twice, and there's a comparison between 10 and 1. It means that the length of the beast is 10 times, or 10 months. So I've known that this beast, which must die at the final, actually the end of Adam, which is 2019, Tammuz 14, must begin 10 months prior to that, which is 2018 Elul 14. So that's the same date that we have for the 7 times between the end of the Great Tribulation and the lava flood. So we now understand that the Great Tribulation ends on the very day that the 4th beast of Daniel 7, the horrible beast, the 10 horns and the claws and everything, which is the image of the beast of Revelation 13, that beast appears. So the 10 kings will appear and take over the planet in order to save us from the nuclear war of the Great Tribulation. And what Satan, actually not Satan, what the demons are doing is they are using the Great Tribulation in order to empower the horrible 4th totalitarian global Nazi beast to take over the whole planet. And we'll go, oh yes, please save us from nuclear war. I mean, you can see what they'll say. They'll say in order to stop nuclear war, every government has to now agree to have one giant great world government. Well, that isn't true. What you do is you get rid of the nuclear weapons if you want to stop a nuclear war. You don't have to have a worldwide government to achieve that. But people will agree to anything to stop the nuclear war, and so this is the ultimate fear control power game that will be played. From a chronological standpoint, we now understand what's going on. We've got the same date for the end of the Great Tribulation as we have for the start of the fourth beast of Daniel, which is the final worldwide government. And then that beast, which is the image of the UN beast, is what compels people to take the mark. So both the mark and this new government are the result of the Great Tribulation. One more thing, if you live in Damascus in Syria, go on holiday if you can get out, do. Anywhere in Damascus. Because Isaiah 17 says Damascus will become a ruinous heap. And right now the world is on the road to Damascus. And you don't have to be a prophet to see that there's going to be a conflict there. And the trouble with that conflict is, if our biblical chronology is correct, it turns into World War III very quickly and gets out of control. And it's a mistake to rush to judgment on all these chemical gas attacks without having a proper time period to consider them, and a proper law court case to determine, and a proper independent verification of what's going on. But let's not get too political. Unfortunately, from a physical standpoint, these things must occur, and God will protect his people during this. But man has to learn not to fight a war. So, get out of Damascus, and the Great Tribulation doesn't begin then. World War III begins in the next couple of weeks, but the Great Tribulation begins on AB 5, which is July 8-9. Thank you.